In the personal story segment tonight, in my brand new book, Of Thee I Zing, I satirize and expose the cultural rot that's eating away at American society. Now, think about this. Charlie Sheen, Eminem, and Kesha, the dubious new musical sensation whose Get Sleazy tour is raking in millions. And today, I was proven right once again. Now, you may remember the singer Chris Brown when he pleaded guilty to beating his then-girlfriend Rihanna back in 2009. Sane Americans were disgusted by his violent behavior, but that did not stop him from getting top billing this morning on the Today Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Chris Brown!
One, two, three, four! Hey! Hey! Everybody put your hands in the air now! Everybody put your hands in the air!
Is that actually singing? We decided to send Factor producer Dan Bank over to NBC to talk with some of the Chris Brown fans.
Are you concerned at all with what he did to Rihanna?
Do you see my face? I ain't even worried about that.
You don't believe the police reports?
No.
Why did Chris...
I don't believe it was like that bad, and I believe that she probably sparked the situation.
I just want to show you this one picture, because here's a picture of Rihanna after the incident, and I've never seen a picture of Chris Brown where it showed that he had any sort of injuries that are anywhere close to this.
I feel bad that this situation happened. My advice, she should have walked out the car.
Do you think at all that you're rewarding bad behavior by staying out here?
Maybe so.
Well, which is an honest answer. And with us now to analyze all this, Jamu Green. She's a Fox News contributor, and Cooper Lawrence, author of the book, The Cult of Celebrity. How appropriate today. Right? Now, ladies, a couple of nights ago, my collaborator Raymond Arroyo and I were going down 48th Street here in Manhattan, and we both thought, this is weird. There are all these people sleeping in the street, and I thought, my gosh, the economy really is bad. There was a line of people sleeping in the street. There were tents, there was like little cooking stoves. I couldn't believe it. And then we realized they were camping out 2 nights early to see Chris Brown. Now, whatever you think of his music, Chris Brown beat his girlfriend to a pulp. He uses the N-word, the C-word, the S-word, the F-word, the most degrading, misogynistic lyrics in some of his top songs, like Look at Me Now. And he's trashed the ABC studio, yet he is treated like royalty, the Pope, whatever the best analogy is, on the Today Show. Ladies, jump in here.
He also uses the H word, which is like, oh, the haters, stop hating on me, and has no, understanding that he needed to be held accountable for his action. Watching that video, it's just really, really sad to see those young women not being able to recognize that he is giving, I think, all millennial celebrities a bad rap. He's really focused, I think, on the Church of Me, and there are others, whether it's Paris Hilton,
that's a great word.
Keisha. They use all of these great technologies, empowering technologies, to focus on the Church of Me. But it's also, I think, in Chris Brown's example, a prime example of the black entertainment complex not holding him accountable. The response to...
How about the white entertainment complex? I mean, how about everyone? I mean, in NBC, these people who are anchors at NBC, they're great parents, they're good people. I'm sure they wouldn't let their kids go around using this language or behaving this way, but, I guess the executives at NBC thought they're going to get 18,000 people camping out, guys, and this is what happened. This is why I wrote this book. I mean,
I'm not here to defend
3.4 million
Chris Brown.
Twitter followers.
Let me just tell you, I'm not here to defend Chris
Brown.
Brown.
What's going on in the culture?
But I want to explain to you what's going on in the culture, because this is what my book is about. There's 2 main things going on. One is what we do. We make these social comparisons, and we do these in-group, out-group things. And once we decide someone's in our in-group, we're unwilling to see what's blatant in front of us. You showed that person a picture of what Rihanna looked like. Oh, I don't think that's her. I don't know if what she did to instigate that. It's this blind faith that people have in their celebrities once they decide they're in an in-group.
Who creates that? Is that the family allowing this filth into the earbuds?
No, that's what celebrity has become. That's celebrity right there.
A lot of these people we talk to were kids.
No, but
a lot of them were 14,
time
15, intimate time
and
with
money.
Screens.
Exactly.
Right?
That's what it is. The illusion of intimacy.
Earbuds?
The illusion of intimacy, it's called.
The more he is given a platform, then the less
people?
accountable then that people are going to be able to hold him.
What does it say to young people?
He's able to walk away from it. It gives a really, really bad example, but I think what it also does against young people is to perpetuate a stereotype about
African Americans too.
Right.
African Americans are given a bad rap by a guy who has this one. I can't read most of these lyrics, but I will some. This is "Look at Me Now," one of his top hits in the world, actually. Lil N-word, bigger than gorilla, 'cause I'm killing every blank N-word that try to be on my S-word. How is this good for anyone, including him? And I actually feel bad for him, because I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he got mixed up with some really bad entertainment managers. I don't know if it's a family thing. I have no idea. But underneath it all might be a man of great talent, but he needs help. We shouldn't be giving this a platform.
You were brilliant saying the Church of Me, because there's a great deal of research on this that says that people, I wish you would have asked these people, how religious are you? The less religious you are, the more likely you are to worship a celebrity.
Yeah, but let's talk about Kesha. She's 24 years old. She came from Nashville. She said, I came from this really, basically, I'm summarizing, conservative Nashville family, but now I just want to tell everyone to be themselves. Well, Kesha, on her Get Sleazy tour, her song Blow and Sleazy, basically invites men into her trailer, takes pictures of their private parts, and then posts them on the wall of her trailer as little photographic trophies. Young women listening to this is your culture. How is this empowering? This cuts across every age group. Younger, 30-somethings, 20-somethings, teens are ingesting this stuff on a daily basis. Kesha, what goes on? And she's one of the top-selling artists in the United States.
You know, I'm not a fan of censorship, but we also, I think, have to look at who gave her record contract. Why aren't more young women like Taylor Swift given an opportunity?
She has a pretty big record contract,
I think that there are institutions that are, really benefiting off of promoting this type of behavior.
The family is what's not involved here, don't you think? I mean, I can't read you most of the lyrics in these songs, and whether it's CeeLo Green, the F word is in every song. Enrique Iglesias, his father obviously was Julio Iglesias, all the girls I've loved before, and his is I Want to Blank You Tonight. How do you go from to all the girls I've loved before to I Want to Blank? And again, this is what we steep our children in, and we wonder why kids are so depressed today, teen suicide, dropout rate, low self-esteem, and yet we sit around here thinking, oh, this is wonderful, everyone's self-actualizing and everyone's being themselves, and Jamu, you can take it away here, but to me, I think we got to admit, we can laugh at it, and some of it is funny, but a lot of it is really, really starkly degrading.
Well, I definitely think there's a celebration of bad behavior. And there's some accountability that the media institutions have to take for it. But I also think it's important not to use that as a reflection of the broader generation, because unfortunately, these are the role models. This is what is representing the millennial generation.
Do they know the name of the Medal of Honor winner, recipient, of 3 days ago, or do they know what Kesha's latest, filthy
Speaking of the Medal of Honor, think of all of the young men and women who are fighting on the front lines, who are doing so much great service, but they don't get that attention. They don't have 3 million Twitter followers. That's not what this generation is.
We can do better. I mean, I think we can all conclude that. Thanks so much, ladies. And plenty more ahead is the fact.
Mr. Muhammad teaches us that man is judged by his conscious behavior, and the conscious behavior collectively of the white race toward non-white people has been the type of behavior that is practiced only by a devil or devils.
So then in essence you feel that white men per se are devils?
He teaches us that God told him that the white race is a race of devils.
Teaching this kind of a doctrine of hate and a doctrine of separationism is bound to inflame the passions of people, wouldn't you imagine?
The deeds that the white man has committed against black people is what is inflaming black people. There's no teaching inflames anyone. It's what you do to a man that inflames him. And if the white man wants black people to love him, then he should do something to warrant that love.
The entire Negro population, the group feels the way you do about it. I think they're probably more than willing to take their share of the world that's available to them and enjoy themselves in it.
How about you?
I have no comment on this time.
If he doesn't think that very many Negroes think like I do, then he is being mighty naive. Do you think that Negroes are going to continue to live in a society where dogs can be sicked on them at will and not do something about it? You're out of your mind.
Is there anyone here that would like to comment after having heard what Mr. X said?
No, I don't.
How about you, sir? Would you like to comment?
I don't agree with him because I'm not a follower of Muhammad myself. I think that all people have been mistreated in some form or another. But I don't agree with him. I don't follow Muhammad. I don't think anyone should follow one man. I think they should follow their own conscience. I think the main problem of most Negroes is that they feel sorry for themselves, and I think that this keeps them back much more than they would be if they didn't feel so sorry for themselves.
If Martin Luther King, Roy Wilkins, or any of these compromising Negroes who say exactly what the white man wants to hear is interviewed anywhere in the country, you don't get anybody to offset what they say. But whenever a black man stands up and says something that white people don't like, then the first thing that white man does is run around to try and find somebody to say something to offset what has just been said. This is natural, but it is done.